Welcome to Cross Transformation. It's Maryam here, and in this video, we want to talk about how to reinvent yourself after a crisis. Today, I want to identify the steps we can take towards healing, towards reinventing ourselves after a crisis. This may include narcissistic abuse because, to me, experiencing narcissistic abuse is a form of crisis. So we want to understand what is happening as we go through a crisis. What core human needs are being impacted during a crisis? Personally, I found out that my need for certainty was extremely impacted. And I didn't know how to find a balance between certainty and uncertainty. So in every crisis, I felt so uncertain to the extent that I was very overwhelmed. I couldn't find my way out of that situation. I couldn't find ways to reinvent myself because my system was extremely overwhelmed. I decided to understand what was happening. Better said, I decided to identify what was happening in my life to kind of work out what the pattern was. And I understood that, first of all, the balance between certainty and uncertainty was completely out. The second thing that I found out was how these two were connected through trust, the ability to trust. You see, the more that I couldn't trust, the greater was my sense of uncertainty. I couldn't pull it together. So I had to learn to trust the process. I'm pretty sure many of us struggle with trusting the process in life, right? So what I understood was that I was experiencing and perceiving trust through the lens of my conditioning, what was handed to me as part of my upbringing and childhood, instead of trusting the process. So when we struggle to pull ourselves together to come out of a crisis, it is because we don't know how to trust. And when we don't know how to trust, we can't balance our core human needs, the balance between certainty and uncertainty, for example. You see, the only time we can balance our human needs is when we learn to trust. Because by trusting the process, by no longer perceiving a situation through the lens of our conditioning, we'll be able to balance our human needs. So if you're going through a crisis and you're finding it hard to balance your human needs, maybe it's the need for love, maybe it's the need for significance, whatever that human need is, we want to understand that we are struggling with an inability to trust the process. If we could only trust the process, then the rest will be taken care of, because in trusting the process, we'll allow ourselves to find our human needs balanced, especially when it comes to certainty, wanting to feel certain, but because we are extremely overwhelmed, because we can't trust, we may find it difficult to balance these two human needs. So, regardless of the situation you're going through, I want to encourage you to perceive your challenge through the lens of trusting the process, not the lens of your conditioning. How we trust is we trust through our conditioning. how we want to trust moving forward is to trust the process of unfolding, and that is how we can bring balance to our human needs. Hopefully you'll find this video helpful, guys. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. I want to thank you for your ongoing support, kindness, and encouragement. Keep shining your light. Look after your precious soul. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.